In this lesson we're going to take another ear training approach to another song by Lobo. This time I'd like you to take a listen to Don't Expect Me to Be Your Friend. It was from his 1971 album of The Simple Man. And most of his songs, as I mentioned in the Me and You and a Dog Named Boo lesson, are simple progressions, frequently capoed someplace. So he's using one of our normal keys, one of our 5 normal keys, A, C, D, E, or G, and then capoing it someplace. So go listen to the original and pick out, it opens up with just 2 chords. Those 2 chords kind of give away what key it's in. So find the bass note for that chord, for the first chord, and then listen to the highest note that's happening as well, and listen to what it does, you know, the relationship of the highest note in the first chord and in the second chord, and see if you can hear the relationship of the bass notes between the first and the second chord. And then, I'll tell you right now, the song is capoed. You can tell right away it's got a fairly, a distinctive pitch that doesn't sound like what we hear down here. We hear higher chords. So, in the next segment, I will play through it. It also has a little bit of an unusual bass pattern, and that's what we're going to talk about here. So, or we're going to talk about a few different things going into this. It really is kind of like just a relatively normal finger-picking song. So we're going to be playing a pattern something like this, with maybe some odd bass notes, but we'll get that figured out in the upcoming segments. In the next segment, again, I will play through by the time it gets further into the song, it is really hard to hear the guitar. We got strings and all kinds of other stuff happening. So I'll play the guitar part very clearly for you coming up in the next segment. But first, listen to the original and see if you can get started, at least as far as what key it's in. Anyway, coming up, I'll play it for you. Well, the first thing I want to do is show you the finger-picking pattern that you may have figured out. Now, I'm playing the chord right now that the real key it's in. But I'm not playing it in the same voicing that he was. But throughout most of the song, we're going to have just 2 fingers on the top strings. And a very simple pattern like that. Pinch, thumb, finger, thumb, 1, 2, and 3, and 4. If I had a chord with the 6th string in the bass, I might do this. Might do 6 and 4. The bass notes are not too important, although I will get to them in a minute. But we'll get to what the real bass pattern is.